You trying to get your 2 cents in, his trying, where's the order in that? Respect, honor, hey, you finished? Questions asked, right? That,
I don't really like him, so I don't mind hurting his feeling.
yeah, that's not cool though.
I'm just joking.
Where's the
okay.
love?
I love him. I love everyone, but I feel like the World Economic Forum is not really about love. It's more about control.
I think I'm happy that I live in the country that I'm from. I think everybody should have the right to express themselves without hurting other folks. You still have to be mindful we all live on the same planet.
Should they be censored if they do hurt other folks, their feelings?
No. You want to inspire.
But if I hurt your feelings, should I be censored?
Depends if you were. It depends if you had malicious. If your intent was to hurt me on purpose, and you need to up your love, and you shouldn't. Why do you want to exist in a world where you're purposely trying to hurt somebody's feelings? Now, if things are taken out of context, no, I don't believe in censorship. What I do believe in is trying your hardest to inspire and uplift people.
Do you think the Safety Commissioner from Australia that's here, she's come back a few times demanding more powers for government to police the internet, to do exactly the opposite to what you just said? What would you respond to her, and do you take that message inside the Congress there?
Web 2 and social media, turned out we got that wrong. You can't say that the amount of mental health, suicides, just due to just harsh human behavior, lack of governance that helps mandate how companies' business practice undermine our privacies and civil liberties and then our democracies. We didn't get Web 2 and social media right. So I could understand people wanting to bring some type of order or traffic control. Like we're here in the streets. Nobody feels fearful to walk across the street because they put order to how we drive.
But sometimes people get run over.
Yes, that's true. But at least there's some construct, right? At least there's some construct, but the people behind the car don't have malicious intentions to purposely go out and run over people. And the people that deploy the cars are under some type of strict regimen to ensure that there's
But they're free to drive wherever they want. The government can't pull them off the road, freeze their car, things like that. And when the E-Safety Commissioner is talking about...
Yeah, but what you just did right there, you took what I'm saying to the extreme. Nobody said that.
She is saying it. The E-Safety Commissioner...
Okay.
But she's from the same...
Yeah, but I don't know the information that you're hitting me with to even combat on that. I'm saying what I think is just love, empathy, inspiration.
Do you trust the government to control the internet, though?
Well, that's a very broad thing. What I did say was Web 2 and social media, we didn't get that right. Somebody has to...
So Elon Musk is trying something else called community notes.
With a lot of information I don't know about, and that's not fair.
Do you feel the World Economic Forum is delivering that love and inspiration you're calling for?
I don't think, as a whole, no. As a whole, it's not just the World Economic Forum. It's companies, governments, gangsters, a lot of things, bro. I think us, people, you, right? How we conducting this interview, you trying to get your 2 cents in, where's the order in that? Respect, honor, hey, you finished? Questions asked, right?
I don't really like him, so I don't mind hurting his feeling.
Yeah, that's not cool though.
I'm just joking.
Where's the
okay.
love?
I love him. I love everyone, but I feel like the World Economic Forum is not really about love. It's more about control.
I'm at Davos, and I'm looking for mentors for my students because I have a program teaching kids computer science and robotics so that when they graduate college, they can fill jobs or create jobs.
How long have you been doing that for?
For 12 years. Now, if you want to come mentor our kids, if you're about that, then please feel free to come help inspire our kids to be journalists. Do that. Put your heart where your mind is and your passion is.
I think that's nice, but I get fearful when I see, some of the most elite people
Don't be fearful. What is your contribution to make the world better?
Yeah, my contribution is under threat because of the WEF and because of the E-Safety Commission and those that want to control our speech. They tell me that what I say might be misinformation because it goes against their narrative.
So, on a platform that doesn't have any types of methods to ensure what's truth from false. So you can't take that truth away. That's true.
What do you mean?
We have a system where you could put anything and everybody would believe anything. That's factual.
Yeah, but so they want the government to say to knock things off that they say is not true, whereas Elon Musk has implemented a system called community notes, which it means that the entire world puts their own response, says that is true, that is untrue because, and people voted up and voted down.
Yeah,
as opposed to the government turning around and putting their money behind fact checkers, so activists. They're activists who are hired to a small group to say, no, hold on, that's misinformation. So COVID was a great example. During COVID, when we were talking about the vaccines and whether the spread of whether it stopped the spread, whether it minimized the spread, anybody who questioned that narrative at first were kicked off most social media platforms at the time. Hold on, at the time, right?
That's why.
Okay, so that piece of information that we weren't allowed to discuss in cyberspace because people like in the WEF were saying that the government should control. How's that? That's why I'm saying to you that's under a threat. Do you think that that's okay?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
So could you take that message in there that you think that people should have the freedom to express themselves on social media, even if the government deems it false?
Yeah. So I have the things that I'm passionate about, where I go and my viewpoint, and my viewpoint is we did not get Web 2.0 right.
Yeah.
Social media was not executed properly. I do believe in freedom of speech and freedom of expression, and no one's account should be undone because they're doing their version of freedom of speech.
Thank you for your time.
Can I ask you one last super quick question? I listen.
from the same crew?
We are, and but
So I got to give him time.
it's a philosophical question. Who should determine what's true? Can each of us determine what's true? Should we rely on government to determine what's true? How do we know what's true? And because sometimes the truth is censored, sometimes the truth is called a lie and is censored. What do you think? Do you trust yourself to determine what's true?
You know, I don't have those issues that you have. I know what's true based on the things I see and what's right and wrong. So if I see people being harmful to one another, hurting with intent to hurt, the truth is that's just wrong. As far as like this attack on the truth, that's been going on way before the internet. That's since printing news. That's since TV. That's since town halls.
I think you've answered the question. You pretty much say you trust yourself. Thank you.
Thanks a million. Nice to meet you.
Trust yourself.
What is that? I do trust myself. I don't trust the government. If you enjoyed that, one of many of my interviews and interactions here on the streets of Davos at the World Economic Forum, make sure to like, comment, but most importantly, share it far and wide, because I'm betting, I don't know which one you just watched, but I'm sure it's one that won't be run in the mainstream media, so it's up to you to get it far and wide. And if you want to see all of our stories coming out, we've got video after video after video from here, head to wefreports.com. And if you support our mission here on the ground, please chuck in a couple bucks to help us cover the cost. It wasn't cheap to be here to cover the event, but I think it's been a grand, worth it success. wefreports.com.